All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TFTV's coverage of the RGL Advanced Grand Finals. My name is Just Jazz. I'll be one of your hosts tonight, joined by my good friend from down under, Dubious. Dubious, how you doing today?
Yeah, pretty good. Hello, hello. How are you doing, Jazz?
Welcome. I'm doing quite well. I'm very, very excited. This is obviously the grand finals for the Advanced Division in RGL this season. So these are the best of the best in this division, and I'm just really excited. I think it's going to be a really good night of TF2. We're going to be seeing Sunshine tonight, our first map, Process for the second, and if we go to a third map, we're going to see them battle it out on Metalwork. So 3 really good maps, 2 really good teams, 1 great night. I just can't wait to get started, man. This will be good.
Yeah, well, 1 great afternoon for me.
That's right. For those who don't know, Dubious and I both live in Melbourne, Australia. It is 1:45 in the afternoon. I understand that it's quite late in America, but we've readied up right now. So
Perfect coffee time to go live.
Yeah, let's take it away, Dubious.
Alright, I think I'm gonna watch SpireIQ's Technologies demo on this mid. Who would be... Hunter 2.0?
I think so.
Alright, early stick into Cho. They're gonna... Okay, this is a really aggressive right push. Yeah, they just... both teams have essentially just rotated on either side. We'll see the initial soldier aggression. Ooh, this is not good for blue here.
A big bomb right onto the SpireIQ med though. They pick up the med, they pick up the demo.
If Michael can keep his med up here. They've ended up in their cafe. This is a bit odd. Okay. They're gonna have to aggressively Uber forward again. Happy Kronge boys? The blue? Yeah, okay. And they're gonna forward cam. 100% Uber. Equal Ubers for both teams. They're gonna have to re-push. Yeah, but the issue is SpireIQ's just gonna cap second. They've got to rotate through Valley now. They deny the soldier. That's good. Roma's gonna make a play. Okay, that's good. They pick up a scout. Semba goes down. And they're gonna recap mid now. Interesting positional play. Just keeping the med up, playing like what might be bad. But they make it work, and they're gonna just push through Cafe now immediately. Yep.
Checking they've got 40 ad. They might as well just be gung-ho about this.
Oh, this is a nice force here from Shuckle.
Yeah.
That might be
down
enough.
To 17. It didn't really chase the combo into lobby there, very interestingly enough. I'm not sure if the scaff had gotten disconnected, but surely that was the time just to really like keep up the pressure, keep going. And instead they just opt to cap the point. And now they're at a full disad situation, so it'll be interesting to see if they try to go for the force or just like wait for them to bring on some pressure. As I say that,
Nomi's in the spot too, yeah?
Yeah, they've come in bottom right. They've dropped the demo in that exchange though, and now the Ubers have leapfrogged, and the blue team does have this demo advantage and the Uber advantage. Interesting. Very curious to see what type of pressure they start putting on the team here.
I really like that positioning, right? They were able to like, one of their soldiers went behind Nomi, and then they were able to sort of just duke Cho, wait a bit, and the fact that SpireIQ dropped their demo meant they now have full Uber, and they're gonna push in top right here. We have a sentry and a heavy here, and yeah, sentry will go down. They're gonna try to bait point now. Sticks it at. Uber's now over. This is not a good push. SpireIQ would re-defending. Soldiers high bomb back in. That scout. That's 3.
They do pick up the med. So they pick up the med, and it looks like the other med has gotten out quite early. So they'll be able to re-push with ad here. They're gonna have about 40 ad by the time the red med spawns up.
Spawn waves will be enough. Yeah.
SpireIQ. There we go.
Are they just gonna push straight back in? Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. Right. We'll see the re-push.
Very gung-ho, very aggressive play here from Kronge. I'm getting all the names confused. Yep, Kronge the blue team, SpireIQ the red team. There we go. And well, look at the Ubers here, man. It's 80% on.
SpireIQ have lost 2. Yeah, so
they dropped 3.
Here.
They dropped 3 actually.
Alright, Kronge through choke again. Really aggressive play by demo. Even though they have Uber, they're forced out here. They don't have yet. We might see a counter push on mid, but they're not gonna stop cap in time. They might just chill and wait for resubs, yeah.
But I don't get the forward spawns too, so they're basically down.
We see the aggressive Uber in. This is trying to be a med killer, but unfortunately, yeah, 1963 is already out.
And they're just gonna Uber back into them. Look at this this immediate counter pressure on the side of
Skella gets caught.
Spire.
That's the med, that's what they need. Alright.
Sorry.
We'll see the yeah, okay.
Notes.
They're gonna end up taking Spire now.
Well, yeah, I mean they're getting this cap time on second, and then they've got another 30 ad, and they don't have any off classes up on the side of Spire at the moment. Or sorry, on the side of
okay, Happy Kronge.
I mean they've got us.
Spire's red. Everyone's aliasing. The names you see in stream will be different to the ones we see.
Yeah.
C'est la vie, c'est la vie.
But I mean, as I say that, they've now got the engineer up. They've got the heavy class up as well, and
we'll see the Uber right there.
Yeah, the Uber comes
Demo's
in right.
The jump. They just deal with sentry. Yeah, they deal with sentry. They haven't
taken the heavy. They haven't taken the heavy down yet either. And this Uber is all for naught. The demo's going to go down. They just pick up a soldier for their troubles, but now they've got full disad. And I imagine once Kronge gets their scout and their soldier up, it's just going to be immediate like re-aggression. And like, I mean, you're going to see them start getting positions right now, taking that space up top left in lobby, and just maybe try to just exchange some spam here.
SpireIQ are holding really well. Cafe. They'll lose one for it, but they'll force you, but they might lose their scout on flank here. Oh yeah, that's nice from CCM. Yeah, okay. We'll see the retake here from Happy Kronge.
But still haven't managed to take care of this, the Uber disad situation. They Uber in, they get the point, but they haven't gotten the med, and they didn't really get any crucial points to warrant being more aggressive after retaking the point.
Yeah, we're gonna see the demo scout Uber in here now. Ooh, this might not end up getting any players. They're gonna force out and cap. Nomi goes down, that's enough. That's one. Okay, they're gonna start cap. We might see a forward soldier sack? Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you have a look, Broncos have actually gotten the sniper class up as well, so maybe they're just gonna play it slow a little bit, you know, realize that, okay, we've got the full Uber ad, but at the same time, you know, these Ubers that they've been using, they haven't really come to anything.
They're going in bot left now. Both teams are positioning themselves correctly against Ubers. It's getting no more than one player, but we'll see the Uber out here. Yeah, every player's essentially out already. This soldier's going to escape. That's nice from Chuckle. And we'll just see the recap. And for Lubidus again. Alright.
Yeah. Trading
SpireIQ want to repush Cafe. Second law.
They've got full ad, they might as well. And
but everyone's already gone.
Almost got caught out there. Nomi's so close to going down there, honestly. Like one more spam rocket would have taken him down, but now they've got to hold last. Legit's come up, he's starting to build a sentry here, but you know, is it enough time to build a sentry? Yeah. It should have come up heavy in the first place.
Might be enough. Oh, they get 3, okay. There we go.
They got the med.
Sticks it at. Scout on point, Heavy can't do much.
Just need to play the point, and there we go. That'll be first round for SpireIQ. After
very nice
3 or 4 Uber exchanges back and forth, you know.
It took him about 3 tries, I think, yeah, to get that Uber push right.
I mean, there was a big 5K in that last push, though. To be fair, but we're on the second mid.
Demo.
It looks like they're just wanting to patiently trade some spam here. But now you're seeing the aggression come in. You're seeing a big soldier bomb onto the SpireIQ demo. Doesn't really come to anything.
Okay.
Yeah, both soldiers go down. But
SS wants to get on top of
They're kind of doing this dance around the point as they're doing in the last mid as well. They both fully wrap each other in. Well, that's SpireIQ's demo's gone down, and now that's an opportunity for more aggression from Kronge, and it's enough to force all of IQ out of mid, back onto second.
I really like these rotational plays in middle. Like, Happy Kronge went right there, I think also expecting SpireIQ to also trade in the same way, but they met them, and then like both teams had to rotate. We're seeing a lot of like, okay, Ubers are exchanged as well. SSSS is gonna go down in Cafe. We might see the Happy Kronge repush now. They're gonna rotate Choke, yeah, working off their pick. Teams are a lot more rotational than we see in Australia. Australia is very like bow heavy forward push, but these teams are very much willing to have their met on the enemy's side. This is going to be a free bully second. Even if they lose a soldier, I think Happy Kronge are going to be able to cap point. They've got their demo position well. They've denied bottom right. And yeah, SpireIQ are just chilling lobby. They're poking for a pick, but I think they're just going to hold last. Equal Ubers for both teams. I don't think we'll see too many off classes. One NG, yeah.
Yeah, one NG, but I mean that's enough. Heavier an NG on a last hold is enough to hold on even Ubers. And they're building quite hard here as well, so you know both teams are going to get Uber around the same time. So it'll be interesting to see. I've seen with some North American teams, they're happy to sort of come in on one side and try to take it really slow and force the Uber out of the other team before using back into them. So it'll be interesting to see if they opt for that or if they opt just for, you know, the sack game and trying to get a sack a soldier. He goes down.
Bad luck.
And a scout's in far right as well. He's gonna go get mulched too. So that's two players sacked in. I imagine you're gonna see one of them coming up on a sniper class or a spy class. I know Kronge are actually if Bois gone down, which I think he did, he's very keen on coming up an off class. Yep, he's come up on sniper, and so I imagine
get on the cam.
Yeah, we're gonna get on the cam, boys. I imagine we're gonna see, you know, the sort of patient pick and push type of play that that you get when you have that sniper class up. Interesting to see where he peeks in from as well. It looks like he's gone lower.
He's gonna start under, yeah.
Yeah.
If their combo's holding left, this is good. They don't. Okay, they know.
Yeah, they would have seen him right there.
Yeah, so he'll rotate.
Yeah, Oldmate's gonna rotate up top right. Is he gonna get anything?
SpireIQ want to aggress. Ooh, nearly gets the NG with the dispenser. That's pushable.
Yeah, the dispenser pick is like, that is the pick. I mean, but if you go into lobby real quick, the players are just very, very passive. Like, there's no sightline given to the sniper whatsoever. They're all hiding right under that little bridge near the point.
These spam angles are really nice as well. Yeah, Soldier's gonna deny him out from lower. He's just gonna have to reheal and wait. The fact that it's 1-0 up as well, this is good for SpireIQ. The more time they run down on the clock, like, the better position they'll be for other fights. But at the moment, they're probably just, hold, don't lose this, don't die to sniper.
Yeah. I mean, especially at 1-0, like, being able, like, winding down the clock on 1-0, it's certainly a strat, but, like, it can go wrong very quickly, say you do give up the point, and then, like, once you give up one, you know, who knows what's going to happen. So, the sniper has rotated lower, almost gets a headshot
only had, like, jumping soldier angles, and then he's had to back up. This is some really good pressure. We'll see it. Yep. But I really like Kronge's position here. They're gonna make sure if their sniper dies, they get the frag in exchange. They make sure whoever killed him dies. Well, does nearly get sync sticks a while ago, but he's just gonna keep rotating. Rotate tools.
It is also interesting that Kronge boys haven't decided to opt for a sniper or a spy
He's going
play.
for the hero pick.
Very aggressive
so close.
play right there. So aggressive. Actually, as I say, that scratch has come up on sniper. So as interesting as it was to try to see where Bois is going to push now we're on the scratch cam, you know. Scratch on the sniper class, who will he shoot? We don't know yet.
Their counter push will be slow, considering they have no scouts. Like, if they drop the med, or, you know, end up being able to push out, they're going to be a bit delayed. It looks like they're just going to set up for last. Hope to get a pick. Scratch is going to repoke. Ooh! Nearly gets the med.
Shuck's on the spy class as well. So you've got 3 off classes, 2 pick classes in that last hold. So, you know... Oh, he's back. Back on soldier. Sorry. Maybe he was just checking off classes. I always get excited when I see someone's up on spy. Spy's one of my favorite off class type of pitches.
Classic Highlander strat. That's eventually been adapted. You just go spy. You off class, like you disguise as different people and see what names come up. You know, you check the med gun. etc., etc. Oh, we'll see the soldier sack in here.
Big
He's
soldier
denied.
sack doesn't get anything. Not even a scratch on the med. Better
Rescue Ranger's unbanned in RGL. Hey,
is it?
Very interesting. Isn't that the Rescue Ranger?
No, that's Frontier.
Oh, that's the Frontier Justice. Yeah.
Bro, you tripping? You punching way too many cones today, man.
Bro, the kill icons look the same, man.
Okay, okay. I think SS is also SS is on the Conqueror. Sorry, SS Deceive. Deceive is on the Conqueror as well.
Sephrix? Okay. Sephrix is Conqueror. Yeah, I really like this play as well. You mitigate losing your gunboats because you're gonna regen HP, and every now and again you'll just get a little mini Uber. But he's gotta farm the damage. That's the issue. If the enemy team plays quick against a conk, like, there's not much you can do.
Scratch. Yeah, scratch on the spy. He's getting really aggressive. He's already committed to pushing out of lobby. He's come out from under. Just waiting for his cloak to regen a little bit. He's got eyes on the med, who has moved up top right. But as I say that, you know,
Scout poke and lobby. They're just chilling. Oh, there we go. That's demo.
He gets the demo. That's as good as pick as you want.
Does he? No, he doesn't get out. Oh, nearly. Alright, in that case. But that's not pushable. That's the issue. SpireIQ are 1-0 up, and they have enough off classes where, yeah, they can't aggressively push forward here. Scratch's spy play has to be met or nothing in that situation, so yeah. Hunter 2.0 is just going to reset, and it's now a reset. Because it's the thing with that spy play, right? Oh, Scratch will pick up. Yep. That's one scout there. Legit will go down.
Well, the Uber's gonna get forced out. They got forced.
This is a really nice force by Shuckle. He'll also pick up a scout as well. Fighting in lobby, he's gonna survive. Oh, and Nomi will go down as well. Deceive picking that up.
Have they got the conch though? That's a real question. Are they gonna be able to put up? They do have full conch as well, so conch, full Uber, and a strat. I love it.
Oh.
Alright. Well, they're gonna rotate.
Use the magic
Valley.
Shell.
Let's see.
Yeah, we're gonna see an early Valley push.
Conch play.
Kronge are already holding back their Cho and left side. This is nice positioning. I don't think SpireIQ is gonna get anything with this. Yeah, they're just gonna keep pressing the issue cafe. Oh, they're gonna do through.
The conch just come out.
He's holding it in. He's waiting for it to be ready. Soldier sack in.
They're all just right there.
Alright, they've
look at that speed. The Uber's come out too. The demo has gone down.
They'll pick two. That's nice.
The soldier has gone down.
The counter.
The Uber's gonna get forced back in though. It's a good counter pop.
Kronge want to refire.
Are they gonna be able to get the point in time? They pick up
Very
3
nice
for
part.
the troubles.
And we'll see the repush in here. Quick cap, re-rush. 2
resubs
here.
Take down this scout.
Ends up being 5v4 given resubs.
Yeah, well the players have come up.
They've lost their scout though. We'll see the soldier bomb in there.
Oh, they just need to start playing the point. The demo goes down. That's
classic
2-0 to Spire. Yeah.
Oh
my god!
On that scout there, like that was the pick. The pipe went well.
I'm just excited to see a conch play. I've never seen a conch play in Os Fortress. I tell my soldiers to start running that, man. Pro moment season 28. Let's let's check out this next one, man.
Our soldiers just die really quick. Okay, both teams want to play their Tetris. Just playing that rotational right game. Hunter 2.0 goes down really early though. That's not good for Kronge. SpireIQ have essentially rotated full choke though. Med's gonna surf out into Valley. We'll see this picks. Ooh, nice bow. Unfortunately, both Meds will go down. This is looking good for SpireIQ. Yeah, they clean up.
One scout.
They ended up with their scouts on point, being able to juke on that height. That'll be enough. That'll be enough.
I mean, the question is now, like, is this going to, like, snowball into a last push and last conversion? Because, I mean, Kronge had so much time to try to push that point and make something happen and try to be bold and adventurous with their last push in the last round. And, you know, eventually they dropped 2 scouts, and then it all just snowballs from there. We saw the conch play, we saw the
We'll see the repush here though. Push. Yeah, no, Kronge don't want to make this a last hold. They're going to push forward. They get 2. That's both soldier. Well, soldier scout. Okay, they're just going to push through cafe. 20% dis, but it's not actualized yet. Oh, they lose a soldier for this. SpireIQ's already forced out choke though. Good, but maybe not good enough. They're gonna have to deal with this Uber in a second. Are they gonna set up mid, or are they gonna press the issue? They want to poke Valley now. Nah, they're gonna hold mid.
Yeah, I think they're just holding Valley at the moment.
It's interesting, yeah. SpireIQ, as long as you get one of the last pushes, right, you're fine. Mm-hmm. And the game's starting to develop in a way where they've got the natural advantage. They're 2-0 up. They're pressing a bit more, and I think it's going to be up to Happy Kronge to make something happen, to push that momentum. And that's why I really like that counter push onto second. We're going to see the high bomb in here now. Single trade, yeah, he does.
Just gets absolutely mulched as soon as he touches the ground. It does trade it, to be fair.
It's a stab in the dark, you know? It's the safest stack.
Well, as you say that, there's a soldier right on, soldier right on Kronge's medic, but he does live with 35 health. But you know, well, I like the level of aggression that you're seeing from both teams. Like even when they're at disads, if they know that the other med does not have, they're just
wants the scout. He'll get mulched, and we'll see the counter bomb in. Ooh, and he'll get mulched. Nearly middying demo, but Hunter's gonna pick that up. Found luck shot.
Yeah, I like to see these aggressive plays. I think both teams have really tried to force the issue a couple times, and you know, unfortunately for Kronge, it just hasn't worked out so far as of yet. But I mean, there's still plenty of times. They've only got a 2-round deficit, and as we've seen in many different games across many different years, like a 2-0 deficit is nothing as long as they have enough time on the board. So
for sure.
plenty
as
of
long
time
as you've got 2 minutes.
Yeah, plenty of time for Kronge to get back into this. And as
something
I say
else
that,
I find interesting though, they've got a sniper. SpireIQ, they had 20% ad, right? And Happy Kronge sacked their soldier when they were at 80%. I don't know if that was intentional, but that sack at that timing means like SpireIQ can't push in and work off that 20% advantage. Like the soldier's trading is the 5-10 seconds needed to like grind the last bit of that Uber. So I think that's secretly a little genius from Happy Kronge. If they sacked their soldier at the time when they knew they had 20 to sack.
That, I'd never even considered that. Wow.
That's why I like casting with dubious. I mean, it's not like you can check this stuff in game, you know? The observer cam. Hindsight's 2020. No sniper picks,
I mean, it's the same idea as like wiping a team, sending your demo forward to spawn, denying crit heals, and then just getting your demo out. Like, it's stuff that you don't really think about, but like at those higher levels of play, it makes such a big difference not being able to like push back in with that like extra 5-10 seconds that you're gonna have before they get, or like you're not being able to heal your team as quickly, you know.
For sure,
Look how aggressive this sniper is into choke.
He's gotta really be. SpireIQ's not giving him the space. We'll see the oh, okay, he'll go down. That's a nice
just get demolished. Just say, nah, no sniper for you, Mr. B Whelp.
If Deceive had lived there, they could have repushed.
But yeah, I think Kronge, you know, you're seeing a sort of a classic stalemate situation once you've got those round advantages. There's a way I look at it, right? As I say that, a soldier's big stack. Oh, he gets the force.
Yeah, he gets forced off the crater.
But as I say that, they drop 2 other players in the process. They get the force, but you know, in the process of getting, they lose the demo, they lose the soldier. So they have full ad. So
this chariot's not enough.
Yeah, they'll be able to repush. Yeah, they can repush when they get the players, but like, you know, instead of just being able to push or hold and then push back in, it's like retreat and now repush. But that's, you know, it's another 2 points that you've got to push into. And I mean, you're gonna look at the positioning of Aspire and how passive they are.
We see the repush here from Valley. Happy Kronge want to force this issue. Unfortunately, SpireIQ are already 70%. They're back choke. They either need to get in or not, or get a pick here.
They've really got to start taking space. Yeah, even
I
then,
like this. Just position based off Uber threat.
Yeah. One of the scouts for Kronge was really aggressive, like going gung-ho towards the choke, and we just didn't have the med on them. So I don't know if that was.
Oh, what is that force? They popped really early. Yeah, we're gonna see the counter pop here. Soldier gets out, luckily, for Kron. And they get out as well. That's just an Uber trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that. Alright. Both teams got a grind now. We might see some more Soldier bombs.
It's just really unfortunate for Kronge there, because they did get the force, but then, you know, 2 soldiers in the demo go down as opposed to just the 1 soldier, so, you know, as a result, it's just another Uber trade and another, we're set back up on second here.
And they've lost 2 points for it, essentially, but they were able to successfully get the Uber, you know, by, even if they lose 2 positions, 2 points, the fact they're able to equalize and just chill again, once again, every second that drops down is like, is an advantage for SpireIQ here. Yeah. It's up to Kronge to pressure the issue.
As I was saying earlier, I think they're at the point where they know that we can just chill on second. We don't really have to force the issue, because once you have, I mean, the way I see it, the more rounds you have up on the board, and the less time you have on the clock, the more advantages you have to secure to make a push worth it, right? You know, because there's no point like accidentally giving up a point. Big high bomb in as I say all of this, and he's just gonna get taken down while he's falling out of the sky. But yeah, so they've really
at least 4 midi tries there, man. Yeah. Gotta love it. Oh, yeah, shot goes down here. That's a really nice poke in.
Legit goes down here as well.
SpireIQ is gonna collapse correctly.
It's a 5-4.
Fig catching that player really well. They're now gonna push through Cafe here. They've got good position to fight choke. Scouts on right, but unfortunately, Kronge holding Valley side. Yeah, they're not gonna work this. They're just gonna chill back. Deceive will go down for that, but that's acceptable. That's a soldier. That's fine. That's okay. He'll restart.
I mean, it looks like they want to start taking this aggression into choke. The Scout's already committed somewhat through.
This is happy Kronge's push.
The traps have been dead, but you know they just.
They don't find the window in time.
Yeah, they don't. They're not really taking these small little windows of opportunity that they might have, or that they might be able to create for themselves. You know, it really just seems like. I mean, the only off class we've really seen from them has been that sniper play. It hasn't really come to anything. You know, so what's the answer going to be for this equation that they've been presented with? Are they going to get really
that's such a good poke by Deceive.
Yeah. Are they going to get aggressive?
In Cafe. That's their play, right? Well hides Cafe and tries to get a 2-shot. And they're not running any other off classes. But yeah, Deceive will pick him up. Then Shot goes for the counter sack, yeah. From SpireIQ, that's very nice. You know, we get a player. We're gonna press the issue only to equalize advantage. If we lose our soldier to nothing, it's still equal. We'll see the counter bomb in as well. Nice midi here. He's just mulched. That's a really nice bow as well. Deceives in on their medic.
Oh, look at that.
1 rocket, denied.
Does not get anything though.
Solid by Kronge. It's still 5v5. I really want to see them try to force something here.
I mean, you just have to wonder at what point do you try to just Uber in and take the dry fight, you know?
Denied, yeah.
Because it's not really...
You don't have to, though, right? Mm-hmm. I think that's the thing. Like, both teams have gotten to this point because they play well and they win. This is grand finals, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's sort of like... These teams are playing smart. They're not letting their meds die. They're in a flat, equal situation. They're just playing with their soldiers. Right. It's markedly different, though, to how they were playing at the start of the round. Like, both teams tried to set momentum. We are going to see the spy here from Deceive. Oh,
but we also see the Uber.
Conscious Uber's in. This is a solo scout trying to trade the issue. Hunter will go down to a backstab, though. That's really rough. Not good for Kronge. They demo down. Luckily though, Deceive will go down and choke. We see the rebound here. Oh, nice mini on demo. Doesn't get the 3rd rocket. He'll get caught out.
You haven't really seen the collapse though.
This combo.
There's that. I think they missed their opportunity there. I mean, we're seeing the shots still being traded back and forth. And
Nomi wasn't able to collapse there. He got denied in Valley. And it meant, like, SpireIQ's combo just sat on point and wasn't able to be contested. Like, Demo Scout, pressure
look
heals.
They do end
up
taking the point. But they
try to recount the push.
Yeah.
And they'll beef off that. 2 dead here. Deceive's just up now. 5v5.
They're taking it already.
They just want a dry fight. Yeah, I respect the hell out of this. No Ubers yet. 95% from SpireIQ though. They've lost 2. This is really bad if they don't get Uber soon. They lose their demo. It's a demo trade. Uber's forced though, that's good.
Uber does get forced, and they get some good cap time on the point.
Biggest thing Skelly gets out.
They got the Uber force. That's the most important thing for them at this point. Because now they're going to be able to come back in with that full Uber advantage.
1 minute on the map, man. It's already... SpireIQ takes this.
It is 2 halves. 2 halves, by the way.
Oh, you guys do hour-long maps?
Americans do halves. We only do 30 minutes. The Uber is going to come in, though.
Sentry's getting denied by a single scout. We'll see the solo. Stickies are still on point, though. They've had tons of time to cap this for free. But the counter bomb, that's
good
enough.
Counter bomb. All they need to do is sneeze on the point, and the point is sneezed upon. It is 2-1 Kronge. Yes, dubious. We do play halves in America, not 30-minute maps.
Like all right, well that's the round they needed then. That's the round, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's especially going into halftime. You want to end halftime or in the first half on that positive note, getting that round, you know. So now, I think that'll give them a little bit of confidence going into the second half. It's like, okay, you know, we can, even if it takes a while, like we can grind it out. We can get that, you know, we can take a round off of these guys. So, you know, it took a little bit longer than maybe they perhaps would have liked, but like, you know, they did well to come back and get that. You know, the Uber exchange that they took, you know, even though their Uber faded significantly faster than Spire's Uber, you know, they got the picks, they got the re-aggression, and you know, especially in that last push, being able to force that Uber out of Spire and then come back in when you've got the players was a really smart play by them. You know, be it intentionally or unintentionally. And now, you know, we've got a 2-1 game going into the second half of Sunshine.
Well, Kronge's soldiers sort of got denied Valley side by SpireIQ scouts. Like, they tried to push into second there and almost beefed it. And SpireIQ's combo, you know, demo scout med, they were able to hold on point, but then they stayed in too long. Like, the scouts died on flank, and then they were able to re-push, re-aggress. I think Happy Kronge are doing better in these dry fights and these these post-Uber games. However, SpireIQ's momentum is just based on the scoreline better. Yeah,
undeniably. But we're gonna have this this second half first mid.
They just duking it out. We're gonna see the early soldier bomb in here. Ooh, yep.
And he goes down early as well.
2 in cafe as well. Yeah, SpireIQ just want to take left from this. They've got 3. Meds. Oh, this rotates dangerous though now that they've lost 3. Yeah. They're almost stuck in their cafe. Scouts forward, tries to chariot.
50 health. They're just gonna have to leave, and he's just gonna go down quite early, and that's a wipe. Very convincing mid from SpireIQ.
Well,
that soldier bomb
middle of point.
Yeah, that soldier bomb onto the demo is what made the difference. You know, he hit a fat rocket onto the demo, and then the scout just comes and follows up on that damage. And then at that point, you know, it's. I think if you're Kronge, you have to cut your losses, and unfortunately, you know, they don't, and they all go down as a result. But we're gonna see they're pressuring to last.
We'll see the Uber in. Yeah. Demo jump in. Sentry dead. Demo stuck behind point. The heavy might not be able to do much from here. We don't see cap time yet though. The Uber's faded. Oh, Demo's dead.
That heavy's still up too.
4v4. This is up to Shock. He's dead.
That heavy did so much work.
Very nice from Deceive. And they're gonna get cap time. Yeah, that's enough. 3-1 here to SpireIQ.
3-1. Who are we watching on this this mid fight? Or are you gonna be on the overhead cam like myself?
I think overhead. Yeah. I'm curious as to whether Happy Kronge will try to do the full rotate again. Like, I respect the med. Med's got to play with the scout there. That's really nice. But if they die a cafe and they're on the other cafe, that's a recipe for disaster. But both teams just want to, SpireIQ want to play right. Happy Kronge are going to meet them, but they've lost 2 already.
They've lost 2, and they're already out.
Both positions too good.
Yeah.
And we're just going to see the chase through Valley, I think. Yeah.
The demo's going to go down.
Sieves gets caught in response. Yeah, they're already in. Single scout capping. We see the soldier bomb, not enough. Hard to force a medic when they don't have. It's sort of weird, right? You gotta kill him. You know, like, all medics have balls of steel if they don't have Uber. But we're just gonna straight see the Uber into last here. Heavy's already up, but they don't have enough off classes. They haven't set up enough. Yeah, shot goes down. Oh, this is... Oh, nice stickies. The carpet will pick up the backing soldier, but unfortunately for SpireIQ, that's a really good hold here. Kronge will chill, they've got their Uber now, 5v5.
And I mean, at 3-1, again, there's not a huge amount of incentive for them to like play really quickly or force the issue. As I say that, they do have a spy up.
Sniper spy. Dangerous combination. Spy. The enemy team has to
I think the spy is just spy checking. Or so it's gonna be... Yeah.
It's not fast check.
I'm sorry, I get so excited when I see spies. I love it. But yeah, Spire's gonna come up with Scratch up on the sniper class, and I think we're gonna see a pause.
Yeah, we see a pause.
The pause has come out. How are you feeling about this match, Dubious? When was the last time you watched a North American TF2 match? I'm quite curious.
It's been a while. I watched a lot of like... I think I stopped watching... Like, mainly kept up with Prem, I guess. But it's been at least 2 years since I've watched an NA game.
Yeah.
I really like the way, like... The rotational plays are really interesting. You don't see it a lot in Australia. Like, most teams generally wanna... They wanna trade that initial damage, have their cores, like, as centered as possible, and then work off the bow and the momentum. Whereas, as we've seen from both teams here, like, they're playing the same way, but they're letting their position shift. They're letting their medics essentially end up behind the enemy team. And it's... I can't help but feel there's a level of pincering to it. You know, the old hammer and anvil sort of logic. Like, you pin them against a wall and then you push them into that wall. And the flank, the 4 other players are essentially representing that wall, and the medic and the scout are representing the hammer.
Interesting.
Yeah, not only that, the off classes are really set. Like, spy checks are routine. Like, the spy off class checks are routine. Both teams are running snipers. Both teams are like sitting back and trading soldiers when it's safe, when they don't feel the need to press the issue. It's some pretty clean TF2, and both teams deserve to be here.
I mean, they're certainly doing their best right now to make the plays happen, and as I say that, we did unpause. I did have to restart my STV, because all my players were just sliding around the place. And the sniper's taking some positioning here in lobby, just taking down the sticky carpet that the blue demo hunter has put down, but instead looks like he might start trying to take this in left and get any sort of sightline that he can. He's gonna go down to the whelp on the sniper class as well. And immediately he actually picks a sniper and then changes off the sniper. But
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, but he's really almost aggressive under.
That means he's got the idea to counter snipe, right? And that's where the pause was. Like, that's intentionally counter-sniping. Like, holding an angle on last, just trying to body shot the enemy sniper and then swapping back. But look, SpireIQ are gonna stay. Sniper. Yeah, they're still sniper, so... And yeah, we see Whelp go back to sniper as well.
Sniper v sniper duels. Who's gonna win? DB waiting. I mean, but I'm looking at the positioning here from Kronge.
Scratch will go down to sticks. And yeah, they didn't support. Continue.
I'm remembering the positioning that Spire had when they were sort of in this situation by themselves, where I mean, you're seeing right now that they're getting more aggressive in lobby, but if you recall, Spire when they were holding their last were so passive. They had their sentry, they had their dispenser, their med, their entire combo against that wall with no available sightlines, whereas Kronge are much more willing to, I guess, put themselves out there. I don't think they respect the sniper off class from Spire. You know, enough that like they realize, okay, if we get the sniper and maybe we get that second push or that second.
I mean, this is the issue with holding forward in that way. Yeah, the counter bomb in here into lobby. They poke forward too far. They press the issue. They try to kill a single scout, and they're gonna lose 2 for it.
Yeah.
SpireIQ could push if they wanted.
I mean, they've just
3 dead.
Three,
Yeah. Oh,
three
that's
dead.
so rough from Nomi.
Yeah.
It's
Just
we'll see the
just a
poking,
sentry,
right?
a demo, and a med, and
Scout gets in left for free. Oh, dispenser down. Let's put
Dispenser's
sentry down
down
as well.
The cavalry
Soldier.
has arrived now. You get the respawners, and that soldier is going to go down after trying to
No,
sack
that's
into the
smart.
med in the demo.
That's really
But-
smart. They didn't get in time to actually work off the 3-player advantage, so Deceive just jumps in.
The siege jumps. Yeah, I tried to get the force, but what ends
Like,
up
if they
happening
committed with Uber, right? It would have been actually bad. It would have been like a 4v6.
and now we're
they're
going to
gonna
see
push
the
bats.
re-aggression
Yeah,
back in a
okay.
second, and they're
Oh,
going to
early
force the
force,
Uber.
yeah.
That's a good force. That's a really good force if you're Kron,
5v5.
and they're just going to use
Uber's
back
gonna
in.
pop now. Oh, this is the issue though. Yeah. Yeah, Scout tries to go under here.
Just gets cleaned up.
Semba
But
will
even
pick
then,
him up. Very nice.
having that reset and
Semba will get picked up.
getting that breathing room on the second is really good. But you're going to see that immediate re-aggression, and actually, Deceive is running the black box. Not the black box, sorry. The battalion's backup. Which is a small little black
Same,
box,
yeah.
to
Same
be
diff,
fair.
same diff.
You know?
It's a box.
Yeah,
It's got a color that's dark. Yep.
And, but you're going to...
This is really good though. Even without their demo, Happy Kronge are going to be able to take this. Their
And
scouts
they
play
picked
well.
up
Their
3.
soldier takes high.
They picked up 3, and they're going to pick up mid as well. And they had about 15 Uber disad once those Ubers were exchanged, but now it's just about evened out. So this will be good. I mean, this is good for Kronge. They're going to be able to, I mean, certainly
Whoa,
just
we'll see
knocking
the
on
soldier
glass is always really good.
Oh, they're round choke, yeah. Is this a soldier solo?
They're
Or is this
so
a fake
aggressive.
push?
Look how aggressive
They
they
force
are.
early.
And they're aggressive. They get the force.
Yeah,
all of a
better Uber
sudden-
here for Kronge.
I
Oh,
feel
but they
like
lose their soldier flank? But
even
that might
then,
be enough.
I think that's enough.
enough?
That'll be enough for them
Counterbomb
to,
in.
to maintain second, get some cap time on.
Oh no, this pressure's way too much. SpireIQ just walking forward as a single line across point. Oh. Oh, that's a crop harvest. Holy farm. Like that positional play of just Roma scout left side point. They walk forward, demos on the right, like there's no way you get out of that.
I like
And that's the
idea,
correct
though.
way.
I really like their idea though of going in, being as aggressive as you can without having to use your own Uber and getting the force out. Had that have worked, they would have had that full Uber, or they would have been able to clean up on the rest of the players with their own Uber. But unfortunately, it doesn't work out. And
Noble
they're just going to
forced
get
early. And that was enough for them to get the better Uber, but unfortunately they lost both soldiers eventually.
Yeah.
And then they had player disadvantage in the post fight, and SpireIQ knew, and they pushed through. And this last push is the result of that second. Three rounds essentially for free, 3 positions, 3 points. This is not enough. Yeah, Uber's on point. Scout's cap.
4-1.
Oh.
I do like that aggression though, but I mean this is a make it or break it type of mid, because in NA they play to 5. It's not a best of 5.
No win
round
difference,
differential.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I like that format actually. Hour long
Kronge-
halves, first to 5.
Kronge really has to be aggressive and get the picks that they need on this bid. And
Well, they're going to work in Tetris. Both teams are playing a rotational game now. Yeah, soldier aggression. Ooh, okay.
first Kronge soldier
Kronge
down.
lose their 1 soldier. We'll see the rebomb here. Scouts going to press. Yeah, they press across point now. Ooh, yeah, legit
They
gets
get the
caught out.
demo. They pick up.
They get a 2k though. This combo is secure, right? Happy Kronge's combo is still there, still okay, and they're going to win in that case just because of that. Good positioning.
Yeah.
Really good positioning from
I
Kronge
mean,
there.
at 4-1 though, they really have to start taking some rounds, taking some aggression, start getting the frags that they need. You know, they can't afford to play passive anymore.
They want
But,
to. We'll see. Yeah, they're in cafe at the moment. No bombs yet. Ubers
Uber
are
does get
exchanged pretty
used.
equally. Better Uber from Kronge? They're going deep with this. This is nasty though. Alright, Uber's fade. We see the post fight. All of SpireIQ's on point here. Almost all of Happy is in cafe, but unfortunately they're gonna lose a scout. We see a 1v1 demo on point.
Yeah, big pipes.
Nice pipe, but
But, I mean,
Deceive goes down.
look at how weak all of Kronge is at the moment. You know, they're just really weren't able to get the those frags they needed to warrant staying in second longer and applying more pressure. So
They needed a
it's
soldier bomb.
Yeah, they needed
Essentially,
a
they
soldier
had to
bomb.
work. They had to work from like both cafe and choke, but they didn't have height, and they couldn't like break that spire positioning. They just needed a soldier, I think. But I got the impression like they got denied cafe essentially. Like Kronge's soldiers rolled out cafe, and I can't. If the demo locks it out, and then the demos fight each other, and you're on 130 HP, you still jump there, but you got to think about it for a moment. All right, we see the soldier sack in here. It is not enough to force. I don't know whether they can risk this sort of chill play. Shuckle's gonna go down in response. That's the counter sack, but single soldier bombs is not enough in this situation.
Yeah.
You're putting so much pressure on your Roma to win the match for you. Ooh, he's in now. He beefs his jump. Ooh, he gets denied by the scout. That's really nice. Legit just... Oh. Legit, yeah. Legit and Bois will pick up that counter sack as well. But once again, you've got enough time, 17 minutes, but every second that they take is still an advantage for SpireIQ. Solo scout trade, okay, yeah, I like this. They haven't forced in ages though. Yeah, this is a really bad Uber here. SpireIQ is going to try to collapse into choke. I don't think they're going to get out. Yeah, Skelly will go down in choke here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
We'll see the counter jump
to go down too.
Demo's now around choke. Yeah, nice. They get the demo. They get the scout as well.
They picked up
This
3.
is a really good dry fight.
They picked up 4. I mean, if they can get that scout to cap, they can really get some aggression, but they've got to move quickly. It's just a scout in the meta up right now, but if they don't start getting cap time right now, the spawners have come up for the side of Spire, you know?
And they've lost 2 for it, yeah. That was a classic trademark push of xenophobia phobia that got known in Australia. Like, if they lost their med, they'd just push with 5.
Yeah.
And they'd always coordinate it, and there wasn't any like stress or pressure, so it worked out a lot of the time. Just like that, but they lost 2 on last. They're gonna have to play back now. They have Ubered.
The med craters. The Spire med craters.
Yeah. They have Uber advantage now. So
but
I'm
you're
gonna
probably,
deny them out.
I was about to say, you're probably gonna see immediate aggression into Cafe and back on the mid to try to get Kronge's med as well. There's
they almost went Valley.
Bad luck on the med cratering though. But
they chose to regroup. Yeah, I think that's really nice though. Like, you know, from Kronge's soldier.
Yeah, it's a rough life being a med main.
Ooh, shot goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
they're just gonna work this now.
Soldier.
Soldiers are forward on point. They work across now. They have so uber ad. Basically full. Basically 100%. They're gonna work in lower right.
Pushing the last. How will they kill?
Top right. Scout's ready. He wants to go. Yeah, okay, level 1. They haven't got time here. They don't have a heavy either. This sentry goes down. Styx is still on point. Their Uber's fading. We need to see a break here onto SpireIQ from left. Yeah, and we'll see it. Nomi will kill, yeah, Deprive. We'll see the other one then. Demo's not in a position to stop point.
Time.
2 scouts, but that's not enough. Very nice counter push there from Kronge.
4-2.
0.
Could this be the turning point? I hope this is the turning point. I think
that's the momentum shift.
I think Kronge is really starting to be more confident in themselves, and you know, this is another make or break mid. They really need to continue this good spell of pressure and positive play that they've got going. So you're going to see that soldier try to hit some bombs.
Soldiers there clutch that out, and Deprive goes down early.
Yeah, Deceive goes down too.
That's the trade. Both teams have rotated completely again. Look, it sets them up better to push second.
Yeah.
This soldier's high bomb in. Ooh, okay.
Does go down.
Will go down. Oh yeah, unfortunately Bomb gets caught. If his Roma hadn't gone down, he would have been fine. Legit will pick up a scout, but they've lost their demo. Yeah, ooh. Nice run from Skelly here.
Is just all the way out. Doing his best to avoid pressure.
Takes the pipe. His soldier will die.
He gets out though.
Yeah, they get out. So, Spire 2.0. Spire technology. Yeah, Demo's already straight in. They really want to try to get the med, but nah. Equal loopers. They're gonna hold second forward. They're just gonna wait for the cap.
Well, they haven't even gotten mid yet, and you know all of SpireIQ's players are on second. But you know if you don't have the midpoint, and there's a lot of pressure onto Spire's demo at the moment. He went down so low, but they're just going to pick up the C in the meantime. But the Uber exchange has come out.
We'll see the Kronge chariot on point.
They haven't really gotten the frag,
okay,
so
Scratch will pick up legit.
Shit goes down.
SpireIQ's reset off essentially. They're going to pressure again.
It's a big bomb on the med, but he served right into lobby. A good serve by him.
Good serve, but that'll be the fight. Yeah, they have to back up.
And they're just going to come in straight away.
SpireIQ just
immediate pressure.
Demo's caught out, but yeah, they push but sort of repush. I think Kronge have heals now. This is essentially turned into a med sack, yeah. But unfortunately, Semba will go down.
I like that though. I like the immediate repressure and push into last. You know, just trying to see if they can get anything. You know, and once they realize, okay,
and we see the refight here. Oh no, but the heals are disconnected.
Oh,
they lose 3. Their demo's caught.
I think
that's got to be around. That's full of rad. 2-0.
Unless these soldiers pull out like the miracle plays and no miracle plays. Oh, so close, but that's gonna be it. Yeah, the STV changes before we get to see the last cap. That's gonna be 5-2 for SpireIQ. Unlucky for Kronge, but I mean, I think over the course of that game, I think it's safe to say that Spire was the better team. They're just more clinical, and you know when they press the issue, the Kronge really never had a response. You know, the response would be just to die. You know, but then as well, they were very very patient when they were either on even Ubers or holding their last. You know, they didn't take a lot of unnecessary risks. They forced the mistakes out of Kronge, and as a result, they're rewarded with the first map victory going into process.
What I found interesting as well, I think, is that SpireIQ almost always won the third refight. If teams initially trade players or trade Ubers, and then players get in and juke and try to set up 2v1s, and then players leave, get heals, get bows, reset, and then re-enter, SpireIQ won almost every single refight. However, whenever Kronge played aggressively and almost just said, yeah, let's just go in, you know? There's a word I want to use here. When they did that, they won a lot more rounds. I think SpireIQ's DM they've got the DM edge, and that means that their slow fights are going to be better. And as we saw, I think it came down to like those third repushes. And the two notable exceptions, I think, were when SpireIQ were holding second, I think, on the 4th round, and they had their combo on second, and it was solid. Kronge were pushing across, pressing the issue, and then they just killed the scout. And from there, that was enough, and they broke the combo, and then they got the round off it. And then the other one was that last push as well, where you had, one soldier bomb in, then the other soldier bomb in, straight into their combo, and that just meant, well, not their combo, but their leftover players. That was a full Uber disadvantage hold. And it was looking like SpireIQ were going to hold that. The sentry went down, they still had sticks on point, and they were all left side. And Happy Kronge's soldiers just jumped in, made sure they only could shoot them, and they won off it. I think Kronge need to speed up. And SpireIQ need to play the way they are at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. But,
I do want to look at logs as well.
Definitely.
If we look at Fig, top damaging on that second half, but only going 9-5. Scratch is playing a really good scout here. Just making sure, like, that demo damage gets cleaned up. Legit for Happy Kronge is top damaging as well. Almost neck and neck with his demo. We see... Ooh, what's the deaths on the medics? 3,
7 and 8.
4...
Are you looking at the combined logs? I'll send you the combined logs.
Oh, there's a combined log!
Yeah, that's 2 halves. Check
technology.
Check the mumble. But yeah, so
Hmm.
across the two halves, both meds, the med for Kronge Nomi only died 8 times, and the med for SpireIQ, HHH word, only died 7 times. But when you look at the frag differential across the entire thing, all Spire, 125 frags to their name, Kronge 86, so I think you're right. Spire definitely does have they're having this DM just outclassing them at every turn. But as I say that, we've readied up for the second map of this advanced grand final, SpireIQ versus Kronge Boys.
Scratch also taking as many heals as his demo man. So SpireIQ are playing like really combo heavy scout here. Yeah. Just to know. We're gonna see, yeah, okay. SpireIQ will work left early. Soldier bombs will come in. Both teams essentially.
The med goes down so early for
Kronge. Oh, that's
the
rough.
goes down as well. It's just going to be a full collapse on the med, but all they are getting is a demo.
Fig. That's Fig's mid. Playing like an all-star. Kills med. Kills demo. And then they just work from that. They're already in sewer. They're already on second. They just want to go.
Scratch drops the noob down in the chat. A full wipe right off the board. I think
MM1.
I think they're jubilated by that first map win. Very, very convincing at times, and that's a convincing first mid, a full wipe, going into last. And all they've got so far for off classes on Kronge's side is just an Inji and a sniper. And I imagine the sniper is just going to try to make the hero shot and then switch back off. But if you're Kronge,
we
that's
see the
not the way you want to start.
SpireIQ dealing with this sentry. Or yeah, Kronge are playing top. Heavy's not gonna. Yeah, they have the heavy restart. That's enough. They get sentry. They get 1. It's down to whether they can. Yeah, okay. Sticks a debt. That's the time. But no, Kronge are on point. Yeah, SpireIQ are just gonna have to back up. Oh, but they get the pick and they immediately breathe back out. We're gonna see the pressure in here onto Hunter, but not enough damage. Bows are too much. Yeah. Teams are stalemated, and we might see the repush here. Kronge have 40% advantage. They're not grinding it so far.
Well, the med wasn't healing now for a few minutes, a few seconds at least. So now they have Uber, but I think if SpireIQ positions themselves,
third eye through under. Just jump your demo in.
Yeah, they could get Uber just in time. A big demo bomb.
They'll pick up demo.
Get skybox with that. They pick up the demo, but they still. Now they're at full Uber disad. They didn't move out of last quick enough into second, and so they can push into mid right now. But if they push, they're just going to get completely collapsed.
The wrap in IT here though. Yeah, they have to respond. They bounce back. We'll see the Uber in from here from under, but Kronge already all the way out.
The C's going in deep, but it's almost cleaned up in 2.
This is nicer position as well. I feel like Kronge, they lost their med a lot there. Like Skelly died in some of those situations on Sunshine. So yeah, process is a little more static, a little easier to like play a choke and back out in the right times.
Yeah.
So I think we'll what, single soldier bomb in, then an off class.
I don't know. It looks like
we're gonna see the repush here. Yeah, they're gonna work off their 30 Uber. They pick up Shark. Well, Shark will force. Either or. And they'll get point off this. Just healing up, resetting.
Kronge isn't really able to get themselves in a good enough position to use these Uber advantages that they have. They come out at first.
And we'll see the rebomb.
Yeah, and immediately they get forced in some sort of way. And
Demo scout,
you're seeing
that's
now.
enough.
Kronge has just dropped 2. They've dropped
yeah,
they've dropped the demo. They've dropped the scout.
Oh, enemy sniper! Oh,
immediate pressure. The med does go down.
Very nice there from legit.
So much cap time,
but it's not enough.
1-0 SpireIQ.
Add 5. I really like Shock's Unusual. The skeletons dancing around.
So one of the new ones.
That's neat.
I think it would be one of the new ones. Doesn't matter. Mid fight round 2. Yeah, you're just seeing early sticks across the point. No teams have really committed to a side yet, but it looks like Kronge is committing.
They're both just going to rotate left on either side. Oh,
med goes down so early
what
again.
Was that?
Chuck, big rocket
Mid-block,
on
right?
onto Nomi, just takes him down.
Unfortunately, though, yeah, SpireIQ's scout's gonna get behind. He doesn't get denied. Yeah, Semba's,
He picks up the med. I feel like both of the players who are playing with SpireIQ's med saw that scout come in, looked at him, and maybe thought, "Do we really want to shoot this guy?" And then they didn't. He
Yeah,
picks
that
up
was
the med for his
well.
trouble. Yeah.
He got a 3K, man. That was like really good cleanup. It wasn't enough. I mean, SpireIQ's gonna take this point, and I think it came down to that scout-based soldier on height. Like, even though they lost their med really early, they had height advantage, and they kept it. And even if, yeah, whoever ends up in the right position. Look, we'll see. Okay, Hunter will go down to shot. Kronge lose 2 already, though. They're gonna try to force into left, but yeah, okay, they back out. SpireIQ's gonna repush. Soldier's only in choke. We see the demo jump.
Again.
He might get caught here by this scout. Nah, Scratch playing well.
He lives on 3 health.
Covering, yeah.
Very
Scratch
bold.
just covering really well.
But now, I mean, they've got Uber ad, Kronge does, but they don't have player ad. And now it looks like it's going to be another situation where the Ubers, they even out, because it looks like they're just allowing themselves to get set up on last. We do see legit on the sniper class, who will he shoot? But
it was
as
actually,
I say
yeah, Uber ad for Kronge. They could have pushed out there, but they're just going to chill last. They're going to play with, yeah, sniper. We see the 2-player down here.
The scout comes in as well. Oh, he's getting so much work done, but he does not get the frags done. Legit survives. 16 health, that's a legitimate save. And,
he wanted the sniper though. Chuck went for the med, but he wanted the sniper. Which I can respect if things go well. Unfortunately, Kronge are getting caught here. They're trying to Uber out, but their demo Hunter goes down.
Demo is in no man's land right there. There's absolutely no players around him. Everybody's focus firing on him. And you see the scout's going to come in forward. They're going to get some cap time. The force does go out on the side of Kronge. They're having to flash a lot of players. Ubers are going to fade about now. And now we're in this post fight. No frags as of yet. Big bomb by Chuck.
Oh, but they'll pick up 2 in exchange.
Spire have gone down by 2. Hunter does go down. That's a good pick on the side of Spire. They picked up 4. It's just the med. And it's just the point that needs to be played. Spire 2-0 on process.
5-2, I'm calling it now.
I mean, I was about to say, this is very reminiscent of what happened on the last map, where just, you know, Spire takes 2 rounds, and then they really start playing it slow. But we'll see if they're willing to be more gung-ho in these next couple fights. This mid-fight has emerged, but Spire's actually going to play the right instead of rotating left. And it's a bit chaotic at the moment. You've got players all over the place.
We'll see the rebomb in here. Ooh, he's just going to jump back out. And the other soldier will jump in.
Oh, the demo
They'll pick up Spire's demo. Very nice here from Skelly, surviving that soldier bomb. And now, yeah, SpireIQ are going to get caught. Both scouts are going to pressure, but one good pipe.
Oh my god.
Other good pipe. Other good. Ooh.
He does get the demo. That's a good pick.
Semba picks up demo.
Doesn't pick up the med. So, you know, when they get the spawners, they're going to have a lot of ways to push into last, you know, with this full Uber ad, but they've got to get second first. And it looks like, if I zoom over to second, looks like they've just sort of given it up a little bit. You haven't had the pressure out from Kronge, which is allowed.
Straight through.
Uber comes out. It comes through 2, but they haven't really gotten anybody. And
Zuba's gonna fade. Soldier will come in to help. I don't think it's enough though. Yeah, Bob will go down. Nemi goes down as well. This is SpireIQ's push. They're 4v4. Ah, they can wait here. They don't have Uber yet. They want to at least try. Yeah, they've got the momentum here from an advantage perspective, but none of it's actually there yet. And I think they're just gonna get bullied out 1. Yeah. Now they're going to work their Uber advantage through lower. SpireIQ going through lobby now. Setting up their third eye. Yep. Ooh! Oh, he gets denied by the.
Oh my god.
By the ramp. A bit poverty, a bit cringe, but look, they're gonna get second. Soldier
They
IT
get
might go
seconds, but
down.
look at the sniper. They've got the sniper class out on the side of Kronge. The Bois really trying to get a pick here. He's gonna get bombed by a soldier. Does not go down though. And now they have full Uber ad. And
Surely they
SpireIQ's
go
position
sewer.
themselves.
Yeah, they pop through sewer. They drop Hunter though. That's really rough. Didn't check sticks on the roller. That or just check him. But
they're gonna leapfrog Ubers, but good shot by Bois to get the siege. But it's another situation
a little bit of
where
BM in chat.
Yeah, where they have this massive Uber advantage, but I maybe I'm not a high enough level in TF2 to understand, but they're just popping it at the most inopportune times. It seems they're popping out of sewer, and
we see the pop in here as well.
SpireIQ
they're already
can leave. Yeah.
And we see it from Happy Kronge as well. They do the exact same thing. Yeah. But unfortunately, their sniper gets caught in sewer. They kept players in sewer, and that was punishable. So yeah, SpireIQ will pick up 2. Deceive a little bit too forward, depending on his position, and they lose Shock as well, and we'll see the counter Uber in. Yeah, a lot of leapfrogging. I think it's less about teams playing badly and more about the enemy team adapting to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, Ubers are pretty telegraphed, It's pretty obvious when someone's going to Uber into you if you count the 40 seconds, if you look at medics, if you feel the mode of the game. But what that ends up happening, as we've seen with these pushes, is about 3 separate leapfrogs, where one team has 50% ad. But this Kronge push into last, this might be enough. They're going to pick up the demo.
They've picked up 3. Oh, but they've dropped 4.
2v4. Oh, that's really nuts from Scott. Yeah, Shock. Well done, Shock. Just that counter bomb in. Scratch.
Skelly
well.
going for point. Oh, but he just peeks at the most inopportune time, gets caught out by Shock.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah, you got to make something happen, man. It's sort of it's a low opportunity cost type of push. You already said it would take you so long to get back to the rest of the players. You might as well go for something. They're just gonna get locked out of forwards here.
And that sniper denied. That's gonna be a free mid here. More than free. They're gonna keep pressuring the issue.
Yeah.
They want to go sewer, yeah.
I mean, and they've got
probably
full ad.
Push through fine.
They can afford to really milk this here and just force them out of second.
Good initial aggression here from Deceive, and they'll take that for free. Yeah. Picking up another soldier. Happy Kronge are just set up on last now. Yeah, once you have that Uber advantage, and you get one pick, like I think that's the key difference. Is that SpireIQ are getting the initial pick and then are willing to take points for free based off that pressure. Like, you can't be here because you'll get mulched, so we cap point. However, even with this 2K, this is not looking solid as an Uber push.
Well, they gotten 3 players for the troubles. They just need to take care of this heavy. They don't even need to take care of the heavy. 3-0.
Oh man, it's Scout's just whole point.
That'll be halftime.
Demo stuck in spawn and they just cap, man.
Just keep them out. No, you can't even defend this point. This is ours. That's 3-0 at the half, man. This has been very, very convincing. I mean, if you're Spire, you're gonna be in your Discord or your Mumble, and you're gonna be just really pumped, man. Really excited. Like, we just need 2 more rounds, or just to stalemate a game for 30 minutes, whichever they want to do. And
endeavor.
Yeah, that'll make them advanced champions, really.
Yeah,
and, you got to feel for Kronge. They've put themselves in a lot of really good positions, but they just haven't been able to capitalize off of it. But they're just going to
play better on Sunshine. I think the main issue as well is that this is process. I think SpireIQ as well have the scouts. Their scouts are playing tighter. Their scouts are playing better, and that's going to be exacerbated on process, where there's no true height on process. It's a really flat map, and you have to be a good soldier to not get completely mulched. Early initial aggression here from Kronge. Unfortunately, yeah, Demo's just able to walk across point. Fig will pick up the soldier. We'll see the the flanks and behind plays here. That's their medic.
Pick up the med. Pick up the med.
Kronge, all they need to do they've rotated all the way. They've got their chariot. They got their demo.
They got a soldier.
Refight in here by Scout. They're getting disconnected. They can't get disconnected like this, but okay. Scouts will win their 1v1s. They don't get punished for it. And they'll clean up the Scout. Yeah, fair enough. He
Take
got
the
hit.
scout. Yeah, look at the point.
Don't chase it. Wiener. Alright, fair. He's behind. Yeah, you don't even need to chase that, man.
I wonder if that's the first time the phrase "you wiener" has been used as a jab on TFTV.
That's terrible.
Aussie
terrible
cast.
jab.
Hey. I mean, they're gonna get the point, and they've got a lot of Uber advantage here. They're gonna have to work this in really quickly, though. Looks like, I mean, they're taking lobby already.
Between the two teams.
SpireIQ,
yeah, they're in 4 immediately, but SpireIQ are pushing at least 3 or 4 seconds earlier. And they're able to get there before the setup.
Sentry's only just gone down, but they haven't gotten any other frags. They really need to get the frags that they need, or they're gonna have to leave and reset. And it looks like...
Look at this. Hubbard is on 75% now.
So much cap time.
He'll go down,
They've been playing the point really well. And it's just not enough at
really
the end.
Solid hold.
Really solid hold.
Maybe a bit too much focus on medic though. Rather odd.
I think they could have taken the time to maybe scout out that last push a little bit more instead of just going straight in, because as a result they spent half of the Uber focusing on the sentry and the other half like really trying to position themselves in again. They do get the med though, so they're gonna have another opportunity to set up, you know, get an idea of where we want to push in, how we want to push in, where we want to focus. But they really have to make it happen very quickly, because they've got an engineer that they've got to fight against, and they're just gonna walk in 4
They're
again.
in 4.
And the sentry's gone down, but they haven't started focusing this heavy.
They're gonna try to bait point off this, but yeah, an uncontested demo means you can't do that.
Down. Oh, but they just need to touch the point. They do have a soldier hiding up in heaven, but it's not going to do much.
One of Kronge's soldiers needed to jump their demo there.
Yeah.
The fact that Fig was completely uncontested and just able to stick point. Like, they had the sentry, they had the point position. They were able to, like, you know, they had that round, but if Fig can just sit there and stick point, then there's not much they can do. He just needs, like, 3 seconds of distraction. But that's going to be, yeah.
Oh, big bomb. Oh, they get the force.
Back on the mid.
Oh, they get the force out.
That's solid.
That's a good force. They're just gonna... And they're already out. They're already on second. You know, so all they're really gonna get is mid. But at the same time, Kronge has that full Uber advantage now. So they're gonna play around their sniper, because they do have the sniper class off. Or they have the sniper class up, rather. Sorry. But, again, they've got a... Well, so our good friend Looster, producer extraordinaire, is going to have to reload his STV, so bear with us. We'll give a radio broadcast real quick. But yeah, so that was a good pressure, and they're going to come through IT here. They're going to come through IT. They're just going to use it in.
They're working suicide. SpireIQ are already out choke. We see the soldier bomb in behind, but he'll get caught out. Just a soldier trade, but Kronge will take mid for that. Yeah, SpireIQ just chilling on second. Classic. Yeah, classic Uber push in. Yo.
Welcome back to the broadcast, Louster.
We're gonna see the repush in from IT. They Uber early. Oh, maybe it's stick launch. That's beneficial, man. They'll pick up legit. They'll recap. Only 40% to leapfrog, though. Yeah, they're gonna press the issue with their player ad before... Yeah. Happy Kronge shouldn't have Uber yet. They're pushing straight through sewer. They want to make something happen. We'll see the soldier bomb. They're
desperate to make sure this med does not get Ubered, but they're really gonna have to start acting, or get the frags on him, or get the frags on the other players quite quickly, because
it's reset up too good. Happy Kronge have defended correctly, but they lose the Uber now. Soldier trade.
They're gonna use.
Oh, that early force. Yeah, they thought they were still on point there, and they just Ubered straight round, but SpireIQ were already all the way out, just being cognizant of the Ubers, making sure that they're in the right position. And we'll keep seeing the pressure from Kronge. I like this.
They have the player advantage, and they're going to force them out of choke.
They'll bully mid for that.
And Spire doesn't have Uber yet either. So if they keep on getting a bit more aggressive, they could probably make something happen. But as I say that, SpireIQ is building hard, and they're about to get, and it looks like they're rotating into sewer. They're going to take this push through sewer. Actually,
that's a tournament sort of push.
Just gonna use it immediately.
That's soldier high bomb. Demo man high bomb, sorry. But yeah, that's not going to be enough. Kronge are out in the right time. Soldier's going to try to sack, but he's like, yeah, nah.
But this
Yeah,
is
nah,
this
there's 6 people.
this is good. The game has started to open up a little bit. I think Kronge has realized that at 3-0 down in grand finals with 1 half to play, they can't really be passive anymore. They've got to make plays happen.
Oh, that's
and Deceive is
Skybox
going to down.
force there from
Shuckle's going to
Shock.
go down 2. That's 2 frags. They're gonna use. They get forced, I assume.
He
And
got
so
midied, I think, by and that launched him straight into the medic, and Skelly had to force for it.
But they know
Like,
they
he
don't
had to
have
respect
Uber
the
yet.
mid-air. Really nice force there. But yeah, Shuckle or Happy Kronge are going to take this. Scratch will pick up a soldier, and they'll pick up a scout as well. That's 2 players. Yeah, they want to re-push this. SpireIQ jumping out again. They get second off that, which is nice. Yeah, that cap's really nice. They might lose a scout sewer. Yeah, they want this. The pressure.
Yep. They'll get
Cool,
they'll
he
get
gets
their
out.
forward
Very
spawns
nice.
in. They got 1 scout now, and then they're going to get another forward spawn in 3 seconds. They haven't
30%
touched the
dis
cap
though.
yet.
30% disab. They're going to push forward though. They're 85, they know. That's okay.
It's even out. And they still have a 1-player advantage too. And
They're in sewer, they're ready. Oh, SpireIQ don't know. They don't know, they've just Ubered through choke. This is really good for Happy Kronge. They might catch this demo trying to leave. Ooh, nice stick jumps out.
He gets out
Very
on
nice.
33 health. Very well done. But they do pick up 2 for their troubles.
That's a really neat repush, yeah. Like, the SpireIQ sort of just popped straight through choke without really checking, and
they're
all
gonna
of Happy Kronge,
early
like their
cap
combo.
time. 3 times on cap.
This is maybe too aggressive of a last push.
They
don't
do
have
get
enough
the demo,
players
though.
in here. And yeah, unfortunately, Whelp gets caught out by 4 players on him.
Ooh, the demo
Soldier
does
might
go down.
Yeah,
Bad
Nomi
luck.
will pick up Shuckle, but goes down in lobby.
Yeah, I think that
think-
was way too aggressive in my opinion. They
like
could
the
have
aggression.
afforded. I mean, I like the aggression too, but at the same time, I feel like the problem that they've had on like some of their last pushes is they're almost too gung ho. You know what I mean?
Tad
They
too
don't
hasty.
scout it out. Yeah, you know, it pays to take that extra 2 or 3 seconds. Poking, okay, they got players there, and there. We're gonna go in 2-3 instead of just like, all right, we gotta go right now. Oh fuck, you know?
It's pushing without knowing whether or not you'll... Yeah, you're right, though. And if you do that, if you just hype it up, you don't always check whether you'll have a soldier collapse, whether your players are ready to, like... Because, well, essentially, he was in the right shit, but he ended up getting caught out by 5 players, essentially. Whether that's SpireIQ being better DMers, or just, like, in that moment, or some mistiming, just too hasty, you can't really say, but look, Happy Kronge, they're going to push through. Hopefully. They have their 1 player out. Ooh, the stick trap, though.
Big
That's going
sticky
to
trap.
stop that in its tracks.
Just absolutely demolished there. But like I said, I like this. I think Kronge is really trying to force the issue here. You know, at this point it's, you know, three rounds down, 12 minutes on the clock. This is what separates the boys from the men. You know, this willingness to make plays happen. It's not, you know, best case scenario, they pick up rounds.
love it.
Worst case scenario,
SpireIQ pressing. He gets denied by 2 scouts. That's nice.
yeah, like worst case scenario is like they lose the game, but as it stands, they're gonna lose the game if they don't do anything. So, you know, they might as well try to be a bit more aggressive. You know, and I think that's why you've seen this game open up a little bit.
Equal loop is still, yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, though, Happy Kronge still aren't getting rounds off what they're doing. There's a lot of really individual, nice, like, pushes and pressure and plays, but they just didn't have the extra player on last to collapse. Whether that's due to players going down lobby, like, pushing before you fully cap second, they're not collapsing as a team in the right way. Looking at Sunshine's logs, nice mid-air. Yeah, Deceive will get caught. Looking at last game's logs, I noticed as well, SpireIQ's med had double the assists, which means almost, whether that's just due to like more frags, or whether or not all of SpireIQ's picks are coming from beamed players, and Happy Kronge is sort of getting more of their picks outside of that.
Sewer while you're saying all this.
Equal Ubers, 2-player
dis. It's just counting the demo though, and the
Soldier will
soldiers
bomb for
bombed
it.
in.
Early force, that's really nice.
That's a
Even
really
if
good
Shucks
force
goes
set.
down there.
Oh, and they're just kiting this. It completely
And they're ready now.
negated any of their Uber.
Legit
and
gets caught.
They pick up legit. They just need to clear these 6 off point, and they can re-enter with full ad.
calm, controlled positioning. Very nice.
It was really well done to kite that Uber there. A really good force, more so than anything else. And yeah, it looks like they're just going to take some space in lobby. Deciding where they come in. They're coming through 3. Big
I like this pressure.
Right into the combo.
They don't have cap time yet, but they'll pick up Hunter. No 6 on point here.
Big soldier bomb onto the heavy too. Distracts the heavy. 4-0 Spire. They just need one more point.
I think I called it 5-2. Oh, I have a call. Can you commentate this one?
Yes, yes. Tell your mama said hi. It's okay. So we're gonna go into what could be the last mid fight of this round, of this series actually, and it's just early aggression. Soldiers have taken height quite early. The demos are just trading stickies across the point, and now the cavalry has arrived. And Kronge very aggressive across the point, but they're gonna lose their med quite early. They've dropped 2 players already, but now they've dropped 4 actually. It's just two scouts. Legit, he's the only one left alive. He's just playing on high ground. He's fighting Scratch 1v1. Could he win this? No, he doesn't. Scratch with the noob down in the chat. BM buying, but listen, man, you're 4-0 up. Grand finals. Maybe have a bit of license to trash talk. So they're gonna win this mid fight, and I think, as I've been saying, especially like on last map, they really needed to win that mid and make a statement. Okay, we know we're down, but you know we're not going down without a fight. And well, they've just gone down. So dubious is back. They are at 30% disad.
SpireIQ holding last successfully. 30 dis for them. They take mid off. All right.
No, this is
just gone sniper.
This is a mid. That was a mid fight.
Oh man.
You should forget everything while you're on the phone. No, it's fine.
Is this still the mid fight?
Oh, this is right after the mid fight. So so Spire wins the mid fight, and now big aggressive play by Legit on the sniper. Does not get.
They're just gonna work off their sniper damage now. Yeah, they're going for this sort of Hail Mary play. They'll pick up shot. They pick up Scratch as well. That's Soldier Scout. I mean, Ubers were also equalized as well. Happy Kronge had 30% advantage, but in that push, they were able to deal. Sniper's now enough. They picked up Deceive as well. That's a really good team fight there. And they're pressing the issue through choke. Still 3 dead here from SpireIQ. SpireIQ.
Again, more
they
aggression.
Force as well.
They get the force. They haven't
way
used
better
it.
Uber here.
Oh, such good milking on the side of Kronge. It's the opposite of
really
a
good milking. Play. I don't think they needed to pop there.
And they probably did.
And then we'll see the refight.
Go down. So maybe that was a bit of a Kronge play, but
SpireIQ had to back up there.
That.
Yeah, based on like the sniper and the demo man, and I think like the idea was, okay, their Uber's bad. We're gonna pop now and make sure they can't get out. But it was like either 2 seconds too late, or they needed to just decide we sit suicide. We sit in there, like, and we just chill and have full Uber advantage. And SpireIQ were just gonna go straight sewer.
Well, they were really aggressive, and they tried to, especially the med scout combo, tried to make something happen through door 2 as they're leaving door 1. But it doesn't really come to anything. It's a big soldier bomb up on the med who lives with 20 health.
Oh, the other soldier bomb in is enough though. They were a little disconnected, and they cleaned up those players. It's just that one soldier behind, Shuck being able to kill the med. Oh, the counter bomb in here from Nomi. Yeah, they're gonna force as well.
Force comes out.
They've just
force
got
comes
demo.
out, but it's 1 player up, well 2 players up now, but no players on second. And so, I mean, they're gonna have to make something happen. Or hero players are gonna have to come out on the side of Kronge if they want to hold this last point.
10% dis for them though. Yeah, they just want to work this out. Okay, they pick up a scout. Soldier's gonna re-bomb in. Yeah, he'll get caught out though. Oh, we see the chariot on the demo. I'm gonna lose 3 for it though, but Legit picks up shot. 2v2 here. Yeah, that's nice. That's enough. Demo resubs. They still have point. That's a really good dry fight. Just, yeah, we gotta fight this. Just counter fight. And they work it. It works out really well, I think, as well, because SpireIQ were playing lower. Like, they just sort of walked in, setting up a bit, not on high. Oh,
big
nice
soldier aggression, but he just gets cleaned up immediately.
And Happy Kronge just, yeah, no, they have to leave. The 1v2 on flank. Well, picks up 1 for it, but yeah, scouts supporting soldiers, man. Scouts supporting soldiers.
You love to see
We see the Uber in here as
Uber
well.
comes out.
Oh,
They get the med.
dead.
Oh, big frag. And I think if they get the rest of the frags they need, that'll be the round. Oh, big
the
soldier
re-jump
bomb
in here,
up
though,
on the point.
to stop second. That's needed. That's necessary.
Oh,
and they pick up the demo as well.
big hero plays.
Very fat. Very fat. Yeah, scouts up. Soldier's gonna have to back out IT. We'll see the jump in. 12 minutes remaining. 4-0. That's a nice pick by Nomi. Happy Kronge are gonna keep pressuring middle. They want to take this high. Scout med on rock here. They try to pick up the soldier caught out, but just a good rocket here. Nomi will go down. That's gonna be SpireIQ's repush. One scout flanks, other scout pressures forward. Scout behind gets cleaned as well. Really nice here. CCCM.tv.
That would be,
getting the nice 2k there. And that's Happy Kronge taking second for that. Very clean, very nice.
Very well done. And they do have Spire does have a player on mid, but it's not gonna do much for them right now, because it's gonna be they're just gonna enter in here. The Ubers aren't. Neither team has Uber.
They've lost 2, but yeah, Figure's uncontested as well. He's gonna refight point. It's 3 dead here. Just up to Hunter. Yeah, bad luck. Oh
and
no! Skelly drops. Did he get a sore lobby? If he didn't get a sore lobby, that was a okay.
I mean, he might have gotten a saw and still had Uber. I wasn't paying.
He might have been 97 or something.
Let's get an F in the chat.
As they, yeah, that's a shame.
Well, the Uber comes out and the Uber fades actually as I say that. And
what I do notice a lot.
Awesome the sniper.
Both teams here. There's a lot of free time for one scout to cap last from both teams. Of course, the demo men are watching it from both teams as well. They're playing nice, like Hunter and Fig, but then there's no pressure on the demo men. I wonder whether, like, one of the ways to break that, I guess, would be to make sure their demo can't stick point beta player on it, and like get that cap time. There's at least a good 3-4 second window that both teams aren't using.
It's a wipe.
But they're working off the damage.
It's a round.
I respect why not. You know.
The game.
And that's going to be the 5-0.
That's 5-0. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2000, or I guess RGL Season 2 Advanced Division Grand Champions, SpireIQ, ladies and gentlemen, with a 5-0 on Process. What was it? 5-2 on Sunshine.
5-2 Sunshine. Yeah.
They win the series. I think it was 5-2.
5-3.
Either way, 2 maps, 2 victories, 1 championship, 1 champion, SpireIQ. And I think that's deserved too. I think that's really well deserved. I think over the course of the 2 maps, they were just more clinical in their frags, more clinical in their play.
They got caught out less by Ubers.
Yeah. And they're very patient too. They're very willing to play out some games and play out some even Uber situations, even on their last. And I think they get their just rewards, their just desserts. I don't know what the phrase is. They get what they deserve. Yeah, exactly.
They deserve. You get what you deserve.
Yeah, and what they deserve is yeah. So congratulations, SpireIQ. You guys played one hell of a game, and I mean as well. I think Kronge boys certainly didn't go down without a fight. I think they played very well very well too. But there's just on the
I think it was closer than the scoreline showed, but
definitely.
At the same time, there were a few fundamental things I think Kronge couldn't break. Namely, like, some of these most of the last pushes ended up with, essentially they got 2 of the 3 things they needed to deal with. And by the time they were ready to cap point, like, the Uber had already faded, and SpireIQ basically just re-collapsed on them every single time. I think that's one of the issues. I'll
send you the logs. We'll have a look at the combined logs for Process, which again was a 5-0 victory, but a close 5-0. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, a lot of their refights were really good.
So, having a look at the frag scratch going absolutely huge, a big 32 and 8 game, 12 assists, um, followed by the demo man Fig with going 28 and 15, 343 DPM, just putting out fat damage. Scratch following up very well. Legit had a good game for Kronge as well, going 26 and 15, but unfortunately his frags weren't able to make the difference. The frag difference for the two teams: SpireIQ 114 frags to Kronge's 84 frags, but ultimately, you can get all the frags you want. The most important thing is what the scoreboard reads at the end of the day, and
Cap
scoreboard
points when
reads
you
5-0. Yeah. So,
yeah, for sure. I think as well, some of
mhm.
the stats are rather interesting in that CCCM took, he took most damage and went 11 for 26. I think Happy Kronge, they played a lot better in those slower, like, both teams have full Uber advantage, we sack players, we work off that. They played really well in that regard. When Bolt was sniping, their position was really good. When Legit was sniping on process, their position was really good. Which shows they're a lot better at that coordinated team fighting. However, SpireIQ Technologies, they initiated with their demo man and their scout. And I think one of the main breakpoints of that game was Soldier collapsing. The rounds where Happy Kronge won were the rounds where they had both their soldiers able to collapse after a fight. And a lot of the fights that they lost were where they got in, they dealt with 2 of the 3 things they needed, and then they were collapsed on themselves.
Yep.
Whether that's down to Scratch, Scratch and, what's his name? Semba. Whether that's Scratch and Semba simply playing a really good denial game on the enemy soldiers, or whether that's Skelly. Who was the soldier there? Was Skelly the medic? Or was Kronge the medic?
Kronge was the team.
I think. Yeah.
The med for Spire, you mean?
The med for Happy Kronge. Well, who were their soldiers?
The soldiers were
Nomi, yeah.
Nomi was
Nomi
an alias. It's technically Skelly and are the two players. The aliases are always weird. Please, for the loves of God, if you're being casted, just use your RGL names. Of course, Looster, our wonderful producer, offered me a alias config, which I did not take up. So maybe I played myself. But I digress. Continue
I think
on,
as well,
dubious.
the high airshot count is really nice to see. Deceive hitting 9 airshots as well. Nomi hitting 7. Shuck hitting 5. Like, I'm hitting 6, the amount of airshots. Very nice.
They've been grinding in GE all week, all year, all their entire career.
I felt a lot of the micro and technical play was really on point from both teams. On a micro level, on a playstyle and DM level, they all had what they wanted to do set out. It's just it came down to the decision making. And I think both teams were able to back out of Ubers correctly. There were very few catches. You catch them with the Uber advantage. Which in the end we saw a lot of leapfrogs, but I think heal spread's almost identical as well between the combo scout and the demo man. From Happy Kronge, 28%, and then 31% for SpireIQ. I think it just comes down to that post aggression and the third refight.
Yeah.
And those few breakpoints on not being able to cap last or deal with the issues on cap. Both teams as well playing really interesting mids, making sure that they try to survive while simultaneously setting themselves up to push second really well and really quickly. But in the end, SpireIQ Technologies taking it out. I think as well, based on Sunshine, soldiers were able to influence a lot more. Lighthouse is so good for that, but process you have to take height, and then you're bait to their demo men. Their scouts can really shoot you hard. And it's much less of, you lean on the scouts. And I think in this situation, Scratch carried a little harder than Legit here.
Well, I think you've just summed everything up for me, Dubious. I think it's time to wrap it up with this cast. So I'll close this out. Dubious, thank you so much for joining us very last second. We had a caster dip, so I hopped on the phone, gave Dubious a ring, and he's very gracious with his time and came and casted, and I think he did very great job. Looster as well, our producer extraordinaire here at Team Fortress TV, really the unsung hero of this organization. Thank you
very
again
much,
for
Looster.
casting. And then to all the viewers, thank you so much for tuning into us today. This has been a real pleasure to cast, and be sure to tune in. I think we'll probably do a couple more grand finals. We'll have to keep you updated on that. But RGL.gg, their Twitch channel, we'll be covering the invite grand finals. I imagine will be sometime next week, so tune in for that. So thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I hope the game was enjoyable. And once again, congratulations to SpireIQ, your season 2 advanced, not invite quite yet, advanced grand champions. Enjoy your successes, boys, and catch you next time.